And you won't be left to decide for yourself what's true and what's not on the internet. Now, that's the idea at least, after Google decided to introduce a fact-checking feature to its search engine. What happens is when the Google search engine returns results, the ones that have been fact-checked will be marked showing the level of their veracity. Labels like true, mostly false, and pants on fire will pop up next to the article. The internet giant relies on third parties to do the fact-checking. Two of the main fact-checking entities, Snopes and PolitiFact, have themselves been accused of bias and inaccuracy as well on numerous occasions. In addition to all that, Google admits that there might be instances where different fact-checkers reviewing the same article could come to different conclusions. Media and legal analyst Lionel told us why so many people are unhappy with this move by the internet giant.
This is one of the most dangerous things that has happened to the free and open exchange of ideas ever. And I cannot believe that something called fake news has picked up such critical mass. This was an off-the-cuff statement, I think, by Trump or somebody initially. And then he basically appropriated the term himself. And now the term fake news has been used and has been accepted as actually meaning something. Let's get a couple of definitions down. First of all, what is fake news? Number one, what does fake mean? Fake means what? Inauthentic, not real, not true. By whose standard? Who determines what's not real? That's number one. What's not true? What's fake? I don't know what that is. Number two, what if it's exaggerated? What if it's unsubstantiated? Unsubstantiated by whom? This is horrible. This is terrible. This is beyond unbelievable.
Politicians in Brussels, they're also becoming concerned over what they call a surge in fake news. However, they don't exactly see eye to eye when it comes to establishing new measures to battle it.
Majority of people, mostly young, have difficulties to identify fake news. We have called already in this building in the past for a European solution to fake news. I call again on the European Commission today to urge social media firms to boost their efforts to counter fake news. We need some kind of clarification from the EU to the self-regulatory measures in the sector.
It is our responsibility to protect fundamental rights, freedom of expression in the European Union. We have to believe in common sense of our people. Once again, fake news is bad, but Ministry of Truth is even worse.
Yeah, we took the chance to discuss the ongoing crusade against fake news with political commentator Mo Anzar and host of Talk to Me Radio, John Gaunt.
Typical of the EU, of course, they want to meddle in everything. It's like a bad nightmare, this. It's like George Orwell's 1984 times 20. We don't need a Ministry of Information or a Ministry of Truth. And I also would say to you, what is fake news when we have CNN giving out the questions to Hillary Clinton? We have the bias during the Brexit debate from the BBC. I think fake news is just a general term they're using of insult to crack down on the alternative media.
There is so much nonsense, so much BS, so much fake news and rubbish out there, people don't know what to believe.
I don't know about you, I love the internet. I love the fact there's lots of different news outlets, different opinions out there. Take it all in, and then I'm intelligent enough to realise and make up my own beliefs from seeing all the evidence from all the different sources.
The reality for many people living in the world today is one where they are scared, austerity is cutting, we have hardening borders, increased securitisation. Amnesty International recently put out a report talking about the infringement of civil liberties and human rights. So I'm with you on freedoms and civil liberties and human rights. What I am not with is this idea that people can't tell the difference between truth and falsehood, and that is a problem we have to tackle.
Who would you, and I think I'd have to put it this way, distrust the least to actually do that job of deciding what's fake news?
Well, there is no need for that job. We had a Lord Chancellor.
But what if it happens anyway, though? Let's just say it happens.
Well, it won't happen.
It's coming, whether you like it or not, it's coming.
It will not happen It will not happen. It will be unworkable. You can't rein back the internet. It's absolutely ridiculous. It's a ridiculous concept. And also, we don't need a Lord Chancellor. We had a Lord Chancellor who used to say what we could watch on TV and what plays we could watch.
But isn't it already happening, John? Aren't there already measures in place on Facebook?
To go back there. Facebook and actually Twitter.
John is a dinosaur. John is a dinosaur, man. There is a real problem out there, John, and your kind of dinosauric denials. Denial is not just a river, John. Denial is not just a river. This stuff is real and people need help.